All right, chaps. Good morning to you. Dave here with Affordable Door and Gate. Today, we got to meet Inspector Gadget. Now, mind you, I got to go in here with an open mind. These were existing gate operators. I'm gonna try to get some audio. If it doesn't turn out, it is what it is. I'll try to reiterate what happened in a sense. I'm not a big fan. I understand their purpose, but some of these guys get to be a little bit on a power trip, and they go a little overboard. Especially if you think about considering I've actually made improvements to this gate. See, when it was for the power plant, nobody really cared, right? Because that's like above and above. That's like government stuff. You know what I mean? That's like federal government stuff. It's like messing with mailboxes and stuff like that. So when I moved them, I actually put edges on them. And a lot of times I use my best judgment. I didn't do photo eyes because, which I think photo eyes are good. It's a 60-foot span. It's hard to make photo eyes shoot that far. And the other thing is that it can be done, but the thing is, you get the snow, the drifting. I mean, this is in one of those spots that's like the wind never blows straight. It's always swirling, right? It's always a mess down there for weather-wise. So I got to go down there. I got to meet with him, see what he says. I'm kind of going on the behalf of the electrician, which is kind of weird, because I'm not Sparky, but whatever. So I'm going down there. We'll go through it. I'm going to ask him some questions if he sees a problem, because I want to know, and I want to see what he's going off. I brought my spreadsheet. I got my spreadsheet from the UL 325 to be compliant, and from what I understand, these older ones don't need nothing. They don't need to be retrofitted. So this is a very older unit. So we're going to see what he says when I get down there. So we'll see in a bit. All right, so we are at the job site, as you can see. And you know, sometimes just with making videos, things like this happen. The electrical contractor showed up, and I started talking to him. We were talking about a vehicle here in town that actually got stolen. So if you guys, and it was a county vehicle, you guys can't be leaving, just a little word of advice here, you can't leave keys in vehicles. It's a big, big, big no-no. So the electrician didn't leave keys in his vehicle, but the county guy did. And somebody walked around the corner and stole his truck. Not good. This is about the second time I heard one of my good buddies, he had one stolen from his shop too. Keys were in it, unfortunately, but you know, it's one of those things. I am totally guilty of it. I still sometimes do it, very rarely. I try to not do it. But he took the vehicle for my buddy, and I think he smashed into somebody. He might have killed somebody, I can't remember, or injured some people pretty badly. And I always try to explain that to my guys, and I keep that in the back of my head, that you have to always think about there's a possibility that that vehicle could get stolen. It could kill your mom, your grandpa, your family, your kids, somebody else's kids. That's very, very important. So, and the first thing the cop's gonna do is they're gonna go, how do you get access to it? Now, if they hotwire it or they jump it or something, that's a different story. But since you gave them access, guess what? That's a big, 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 big no-no. So anyways, he showed up. We started yakking about stuff. I didn't get the video started. The electrician or the electrical inspector showed up. Real nice guy. And he ended up, first thing, he's like, you know, were these existing? I said, yes. He said, okay. He checked the safety on the bump edge on the front of it. He was fine with that because they're older openers, which I would agree. And he did say that it had to have resistance for backing up. The resistance was actually too high. I had it set too high. I never messed with it before, so I never adjusted it. So I turned it down, and now it's good to go. So that was the only thing he really looked at. There was probably a few more things he could have pointed out and been a real stiffler about if he wanted to, but he was very generous with his signing off, basically. So everything went good. So we're good to go, and that's kind of the way I looked at it. You know, a lot of times with these inspectors and that, most of the time they're not bad, but you just got to go in with kind of an open mind and common sense. I mean, that's really what I appreciated that from him, that it was just more or less common sense. I told him, I said, look, I said, if there was a playground here, I said, this thing would be loaded with safeties. I said, but it only opens once in the morning and it closes once at night. It's, you know, there's not a lot of activity. There's really no activity with kids there. There's a bike path. There's no reason for them to be playing right there in that particular area. It's a very through zone. It's not, and they're not even going through the gate. It's just on the front of the property. So anyways, it went good. I hope you guys got a few little nuggets out of this. Like I said, don't forget, make sure you lock up, take the keys out of the vehicle at least. It's one thing if they steal an impact or something like that, that stuff can be replaced, but human life is very important, that you know, that doesn't get jeopardized, somebody get hurt, injured, killed. And so it sounds like they did find the vehicle. It was up about an hour away from here. Might have been a guy that's a repeat offender, let's say. And hopefully maybe they'll keep them locked up a little longer. I hear that our county, for some reason, I don't know why, a cop told me this, they don't keep them locked up very long here for some reason. So they try to shoo them off to other ones and they get locked up a little longer. I don't know, politics, one of those things. All right, you guys, I'm out. We'll see you.